This video is going to help you understand how to be successful in my class. So let's get started. First of all, I want to start with my top 5 expectations of you. I'm going to go through an overview of them here, and then we'll go into more detail on them throughout the video. So number 1, I expect you to be doing 45 minutes of work a day in my class. Number 2, I expect you to be checking the module view on a daily basis. Number 3, I expect you to show up to and participate in live lessons. Number 4, I expect you to ask questions and read announcements. And number 5, I expect you to check your grades regularly and take care of missed assignments as soon as possible. If you do all these things, you will be successful in my class. Number 1, 45 minutes a day. If you were in the school building, you would have around 45 minutes of social studies a day. It's no different online. Whether it's a reading or atlas assignment or a video lesson, I expect you to take your time on your work and do it well. And I expect you to work Monday through Friday, regardless of whether we have a live lesson. So for example, if you're in one of my 8th grade classes, you'll have a live lesson on Monday and another one on Wednesday, but you also have work on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday that you need to complete on your own. Number 2, I expect you to use the module view. I need you to check the module view daily. What is a module in Canvas? A module is how your teachers organize their content in Canvas. Modules are the building blocks of a unit. A module contains all the pages, files, links, and assignments you need to complete a lesson. In my class, in most classes, you start at the top of the module and you work your way down. Modules continued. How do I get to module view? First, make sure you are using the card view on your dashboard. More on why this is important in a moment. Then click on your class. In your class, click on Modules in the menu on the left. So it's pretty easy to remember. Go to your dashboard, go to your class, go to Modules. So here is where, if you're in my 8.2 class, this is what your home page would look like. When you first click on my class, this is what you would see. And there are 2 easy ways to get to modules. You can use the link up here, or you can use the button next to my kind of little cartoon class here. Both of them will take you to modules. Now, I've noticed some students throughout the first part of the year not use module view. I've noticed students use the calendar or list view instead, and they might be thinking, well, I can see my assignments on calendar and list view. Why do I need to look at modules every day? There are so many reasons. Number 1, if you don't go to module view, there's a good chance you're missing information you need to complete the lesson accurately. Pages, links, directions, presentations, etc. This stuff doesn't always show up in calendar or list view. As a matter of fact, these things usually do not show up because they don't have due dates on them. So if you're not going to module view, you'd never see these things, and that's a problem. Number 2, if you are supposed to begin an assignment on Monday and finish it by Friday, it will only show up on your list or calendar on Friday. Uh-oh, that means you'll be behind. Meanwhile, it's been on your module since the day it was first assigned, and you missed it because you were looking at the wrong view. 3, I set the course up with the expectation that you will follow the order I set in modules. If you don't go to modules, you're flat out not doing what I need you to do. Canvas, the whole point of Canvas is to set up work through modules and use those modules as building blocks. If you are not using them correctly, your education in this class is kind of falling down and it's incomplete. Some more on the whole card view and list view thing. You're looking right now at what a card view is on your dashboard. These icons, these boxes here, are cards. From a teacher perspective, I see all my classes. From a student perspective, you would see your math and English classes. And once you click on one of these cards, it takes you to your class. To get to card view, there are the three dots up in the corner on your dashboard view, and you make sure the card view is the one that's highlighted. I see a lot of students using list view, and that's a problem for all the reasons I said before. If you use list view, you're missing stuff. As a matter of fact, if I were you, I would never use list view. Personally, I wish I could turn it off. So this is what you might see if you were using list view. It's going to give you your class name. It's going to have stuff over here with the due dates on them. But again, as I pointed out, not everything has a due date. Some things due dates are late in the week, but it was assigned earlier in the week. This does not represent those things well. Again, don't use list view. Calendar view, on the other hand, can be very helpful, but it should not be your default view of assignments. Always go to modules, but it's okay to get on your calendar and check things. For example, for one of my 8th grade classes here, they can see what's due on each day, what's coming up. Like Friday, they've got 2 things due. And also on the calendar view, once you complete an assignment and turn it in, it should be crossed off on your calendar. So it's a good way to see what you've gotten done. But again, calendar is good for a quick check, not a daily way to access content in the class. So let's get back to those all-important modules. Again, in modules, you should start at the top and work your way down. In my class, I organized the content by day of the week, and each module is 1 week. You should check the module every day. So on Monday, do Monday's work, Tuesday, do Tuesday's work. Pretty easy way to stay caught up on things. I will always post a weekly agenda as well that gives an overview for the week. Keep in mind that as the week goes on, sometimes things change on the agenda, so you should probably check it a couple times a week. Again, the main topic for the week is listed at the top. When you wake up and rub the sleep out of your eyes Monday morning, you should get on here and do Monday's work. Start with this page and the information here, then do the assignment. I do not always post the whole week at once. I usually don't. So usually on Monday's the only thing here. Then you got to check back in on Tuesday and do that, and Wednesday and do that. And you'll notice under Wednesday, you've got a resource you can use to help you out. So again, just every day, check things and you'll be good to go. You'll notice that there are lots of icons in the module view. I want to go over what those mean. A page is represented by a piece of paper with the corner folded over, and a page is just information. There's really nothing to interact with. It's just telling you stuff. It could have videos in it, directions, links, could have a lot of things. Not an assignment, though. Discussions look like 2 speech bubbles. We probably won't do any or many discussions, but if we do, that's the icon for them. An assignment's a piece of paper with a pencil next to it. And in my class, most of our assignments are either Google Doc assignments or they're text box assignments that you open from within Canvas. Sometimes there's a Kami assignment or something else. Quizzes have the rocket next to them, and an external link has the chains there. And you can see in the example module where those things are on there. Page, assignments, quiz. The paperclip means it's an attachment. Expectation number 3, show up to live lessons. We use Google Meet for our live lessons. and we meet twice a week. Please check your schedule to see when. To get into my class, it's pretty easy. Please do the following. Number 1, make sure you are logged into your school Google account. Number 2, go to meet.google.com. Number 3, enter your class code. And your class code, when you go to the home page for your class, you'll see it down at the bottom here. Let's zoom in on that a bit. And you can see, like for my 8-2 students, I give you the schedule, the days and time we meet, and the code is the same all year. So for 8-2, it's just Stickle with a lowercase s, 8-2. If you're in my 7-3 class, it will be Stickle 7-3. Pretty easy, and again, that code doesn't change all year. A few expectations for our live classes. Number 1, be on time. If you show up late, you're going to miss all the important information that got covered at the beginning of class. So if anything, show up early for class. Sometimes there are little technical issues. It's always better to get in a few minutes early. One thing I really don't like is when students show up late and then they type in, "What I miss, what are we doing?" Well, you should have been there on time, and then you'd know. Number 2, participate in the class. You can use the chat box, or you can turn your mic on and talk, but live classes are the perfect times to ask questions and get clarification, to show off what you know, to share your opinions. Live class is the time to do all that. Number 3, do not spam the chat box, or you may be removed from class. And by spamming the chat box, I mean constantly typing things that are off topic and a distraction. Don't do it. Number 4, do not distract. And besides spamming the chat box, you can also distract by turning your camera on and show off the fact that you're eating an ice cream cone or something random like that. There are certain expectations of behavior in school, and the same goes for live classes. Number 5, it's okay to leave your camera off. We don't force you to turn your cameras on. However, it's always nice to see everyone's smiling faces. Expectation number 4, read announcements and ask questions. To get to your announcements, you go to the home page for the class, and the 3 most recent announcements are listed at the top. And these little red dots mean, you didn't read that announcement. Now, sometimes for announcements, I'm just giving you a heads up on something for the week. Sometimes it's a reminder of things that you need to get done. But a lot of times, there might be a problem with an assignment, a technical issue or a question that's confusing, or maybe something was wrong with it. And I'll get emails from students and they'll say, "Hey, this isn't working." And I love that. I love getting those emails because I can quickly fix things. If I'm getting the same email from a couple different students, I'm going to post an announcement and give you a solution to the problem. So I would recommend, before you email me about a problem, check the announcements and see if I already talked about it first. And if I didn't, email me and let me know there's a problem. But you got to read your announcements. Number 5, check your grades and take care of missing assignments. You should regularly be checking your grades, maybe daily, at the very least once a week. And when you click on your grades in Canvas, you do it by clicking on the handy Grades button. A list of all the assignments will show up here. Sometimes they're going to say missing and let you know you never turned it in. Your scores will show up here. This is for a test student, so nothing's been done. That poor test student's in trouble. Some notes on grades. Your most accurate grade can be found in PowerSchool. For some of your classes, your teachers will not put many grades in Canvas. In my class, all of your grades except for extra credit assignments are in Canvas. So Canvas for my class is a good place to check for stuff. If you see a missing icon or a 0, it means you did not do the assignment. Or, for a 0, maybe you just did not do it correctly. If you have missing assignments, you need to get them done as soon as possible. If you have a 0 or super low grade for an assignment you did, you probably should email me to see if you can do anything to fix the assignment and earn some points. Late work. In my class, I give you an opportunity to turn in late work, much more so than if we were in the building, but there are still limits. Every Friday, I send out an announcement with the following reminder. You have until Sunday to finish any missing work from last week. After Sunday, the work from the week before gets locked, and you can no longer make it up. So again, you've got plenty of opportunities to get stuff done, get it done. And the main reason I accept late work is, hey, you're going to run into technical issues, sometimes internet issues, maybe something your family needs to do. You're going to miss some time. So 2 weeks usually is how much you have to get work done. That's plenty of time to deal with situations that crop up that hurt you from being able to get stuff done. Finally, for grades, check for comments after an assignment is graded. So you should get a notification that something's been graded. In your grade book, you'll get a dot next to assignments that have been graded, and you should open it up. If it's a Google Doc or a Kami assignment, I might write on your PDF or write on your Google Doc some comments, read them. I will leave you comments that you can read off to the side. You should read those. But here's a warning. If you want to respond to any of my comments, don't do it here. Don't do it where it says add a comment. Why? Canvas does not notify me when students type and leave me a message here. I wish it did, but it doesn't. So if you want to respond to any of my comments or ask any questions about your grades, you need to email me. Don't leave me a comment. I might never see it. So to review, my top 5 expectations. Number 1, you should spend 45 minutes of work a day in my class. Number 2, you should check the module view daily. Number 3, you should show up to and participate in live lessons. Number 4, you should ask questions and read announcements. And number 5, you should check your grades regularly and take care of missed assignments as soon as possible. If you do all 5 of those things, you will be successful. So let's have a great second semester.